Hello and welcome to Sktv'S. This is Afternoon English News. First, the headlines. Three, including top Kuki commander, killed and a woman critically injured in suspected factional clash among Kuki armed groups at Mongjang village in Churchanpur district. Joint delegation comprising representatives of Kokomi, Ammuko and Fox meet officials Ministry of Home Affairs in New Delhi today. And Maheshwar Thaunozam questions whether Manipur conflict can ever be resolved if blame game between political parties continue instead of making efforts to bring solution. And now the news in detail. At least 3 people were killed and a woman critically injured in a suspected factional clash among Kuki armed groups at Mongjang village in Manipur's Churchanpur district this afternoon, according to local sources. Among the deceased was Thapi, also known as Thangboy, who served as the Deputy Commander-in-Chief of the Kuki National Organization, Kuki National Army, KNO-KNA. The group is currently under a suspension of Operations SU agreement with the central government. Thapi was also the son-in-law of KNO President P.S. Haukip. Sources said the Thapi had reportedly been linked to the killing of Chingtham Anand Singh, a former deputy superintendent of police in More, and was also allegedly involved in the looting of arms and ammunition from the Tengnopal police station during the peak of ethnic violence in June 2023. The injured woman, whose identity has not been disclosed, is receiving treatment at the Churchanpur District Hospital, sources added. Authorities have yet to issue an official statement, but the incident has raised concerns about growing tensions and power struggles within Kuki militant groups despite ongoing peace agreements. Security has been tightened in the region as investigations are underway. Joint delegation comprising representatives of Coordinating Committee on Manipur Integrity Kokomi, All Manipur United Clubs Organization Ammuko, and Federation of Civil Society Organization Fox Manipur convened a meeting with top officials of Ministry of Home Affairs at New Delhi today in connection with the ongoing crisis in the state. The delegates comprise of 7 representatives each from Kokomi and Ammuko, including its convener and advisor, and 5 members from Fox, led by its president. It is said that the meeting began from 11 a.m. and the delegates raised several issues, including free movement along national highways, taking adequate security measures for allowing farmers to attend their fields and to prevent carrying out activities which undermine the state's interest. It may be mentioned that Ministry of Home Affairs had initially organized a meeting between the representatives of Kuki CSOs and Meitei CSOs on April 5th this year. Following the meeting, representatives of Kokomi and Fox held talks with officials of Ministry of Home Affairs on May 27th. National Secretary of the Republican Party of India, Athawale, RPIA, Maheshwar Thaunozam, has expressed strong disapproval of the blame game between political parties instead of working towards resolving the ongoing crisis in the state. Speaking as a chief guest at the prize distribution ceremony of state-level mathematics competition at Earth Science Hall of Manipur University, he emphasized that politicians should focus on finding logical solutions to the crisis rather than engaging in petty politics. Maheshwar further lamented that politicians were deflecting responsibility by shifting blames to one another, despite everyone in the state severely affected by the ongoing crisis. While terming such politics as a deception to the public, the RPIA National Secretary asked all concerned to stop playing blame game. He also stressed on the need for youth involvement in politics to bring about positive change and refine the political landscape.
ꯂꯥꯛꯂꯤꯁꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯄꯣꯂꯤꯇꯤꯀꯦꯜ ꯁꯤꯁꯇꯦꯝꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯁꯦꯝꯗꯣꯛꯄ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯇꯤ ꯀꯩꯗꯧꯔꯦ ꯑꯃꯒ ꯑꯃꯒ ꯍꯨꯟꯅꯔꯒ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯇꯤꯚꯤꯗ ꯍꯦꯗꯂꯥꯏꯟꯁ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯃꯥꯅ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯍꯨꯟꯈ꯭ꯔꯦꯍꯦ ꯃꯥꯅ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯍꯨꯟꯈ꯭ꯔꯦꯍꯦ ꯉꯥꯡꯈ꯭ꯔꯦꯍꯦ ꯆꯩꯈ꯭ꯔꯦꯍꯦ ꯁꯤꯗ ꯌꯦꯡꯉꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯇꯥꯔꯀꯥꯟꯗ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯀꯣꯛ ꯊꯥꯗ ꯂꯩꯔꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯄꯥꯝꯃꯤ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ ꯔꯤꯖꯜꯇꯣ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯣ.
Directorate of Environmental and Climate Environment organized closing function of its month-long World Environment Day 2025 observance today at the City Convention Center Palace compound. The month-long observance was held under the global theme Ending Plastic Pollution Globally. The closing function was attended by Mahut Principal Secretary R.K. Dinesh, PHED Secretary Hungyo Warshang, and Directorate of Environment and Climate Change Director T. Brajakumar. During the function, a project called Imphal River Rejuvenation Project was launched and various exhibition stalls were also opened. A poster competition and a 3D competition were also held as part of the function. Winners of a symposium compilation also received their prizes. Speaking at the function, Forest and Environment Principal Secretary Arun Kumar Sinha stated that the government has sanctioned a substantial amount of funds to curb the use of plastic products through various policy initiatives such as the 100 crore rupees Nambal project. He added that although plastic products offer convenience in daily life, their use poses risks to human health and has detrimental effects on the environment. Arun Kumar Sinha further called for public support in the government's effort to curb plastic products.
Last few months, we have taken serious action, whereas informed by the Secretary and PSCB that we have fined more than 1 lakh of rupees, and we have also seized more than 1 ton of single-use plastic. We are doing our bit, but I think we need a larger awareness among the people. If we are really willing to take a little bit of inconvenience, if we carry our own cotton bags, which we used to carry, it's not that we were doing that. Somehow for our own convenient, or maybe that it doesn't get affected by water. It's convenient, you don't carry from home and shopkeeper gives you. He can't give you a costlier material, so cheapest one, which is the plastic, he gives you. If we are willing to really get rid of this, so the inconvenience that we can have for ourselves, if we carry our own cotton bags, I think that will be really great help in dealing with this plastic pollution that we have. The water bottles, this is the biggest menace that we have today. We really need to create awareness at all levels. A little bit of help from each one of us, I think we can really get rid of this plastic pollution.
A cyclothon was held today as part of the month-long World Environment Day 2025 observance, with journalists participating in the event, which featured around 300 cyclists. The event commenced from Thau Ground in Thammaiband and was flagged off by Directorate of Environment and Climate Change Director Dr. T. Brajakumar. Speaking on the sidelines, Dr. T. Brajakumar emphasized the importance of disposing plastic waste at a proper place. The director asserted that while plastic pollution may be unavoidable to some extent, it can be significantly reduced by minimizing the use of plastic waste.
Plastic se sinaraga aikoina masi arem kha project pase masina yamna pollution thora ka da aikoida aruba yam awaba manage to bum the forum lakhs la khoida hai plastic tumgi process am line ka magi chemical sing degrade tora kana micro molecule masa thora ka da microplastic nanoplastic aikoina ubungam do plastic aduba kum thora ka da my chemical sing atmosphere da paikhala ka da aikoina nungsa sor hom da changsilakpa ising dei lega ising thapwa yausilakpa sanga na chara ka da madu magi sanga gi sadong da yaukiba amadi nga de khoi mi ho ja ka da magi akhoi dum lakpa plastic se aduna masigi food chain system the microplastic gi adumba awab lakan da ikoi gi cancer na bi habit akoi da lakpa ture dan ta na la sing lang silakan da masin sok to hor kan da ising sau sing hene magi intensify to helakpa hena wangkhal lakpa hari mam ji kan akoi na plastic sin ba hit labani na mase akoi le pa je habani akoi gi sin ba handra kan da akoi na masin plastic se demand to durga di akoi na masi amuna akoi na sin ba gi wakhal lo je letra ga di automatically sabas sing thinking na plastic sing
Ziliangrong United Front ZUF has felicitated the return of Azwa Pame, an advisory member of NSNU who had earlier defected from ZUF, and Sajianglung Kamai of NSNR. In a press release, ZUF expressed that the return of these individuals signifies a deep sense of realization and responsibility towards the collective vision and political rights of the Ziliangrong community. The outfit further appreciated and respected these two individuals for returning to ZUF and expressed that their decision to return reflects courage, humility, and an unwavering love for Ziliangrong people. And it's time for a short break. We'll be right back. Keep watching SKTV.
idea many by app sarab app sidane school colleges sing form fill ki exact amount sing se thoedana du chatra sing na mama pa de scheme to ya dre na du app season of the kuna charges se lo as funding at angmagane si app se sardam ni bai ojige du innovative idea startup product or prototype le the innotech face ya salo note is ki han hanoin sen mani aduga total cash price 1 lakh ne adu award mayam amasu yauriko. From July date 18 naina date 24 for 3 days. Science and Technology Department Government of Manipur ni event as organized to ni. Event to wadaba mafam sina Manipur Science Center ta elpa tayo sargam lang. Innovative idea challenge na tabi exhibition stall hana so miyaw ko sida innovators, students, startup the existing business owners sing si loina mo yaw bayay. Sina ta to events creative robot design, spot painting competition, science demonstration, IPR workshop and magic show mayam mo suyaw. So the QR code is scan online registration to be and last date of registration is July date 10 oigani and for more info sige phone number sida hekta call to sun.
Hakchang phanathamge hairabadi iramda masimakta da leiba khwaidagi pharaba hospital singi manungda ama oiriba Babina Hospital leijari.
Mapamasida Thazaba Yaraba Amadi Selyamna Changdana Specialty Kunhen Badana Lying Bagi Kudong Chaba Pizari.
Pediatrics, cardiology, cosmetic surgery amadi specialty makal makha kayada aikhogi specialist singna marik chumna thawai hakchang yauna lying jari.
Aduna state wangmada amuk karigi chatlugani aikhogi Manipur dasu hogikti awang bathaki healthcare fanglabada.
Matam mangan biraganu sel hena tingan biraganu aikhogi specialist singdagi malemgi apaba thaki lying patapta yumpham oiba service lobiyu.
Babina Hospital, where hope meets compassion.
Akupa marol gidamak Babina Hospital, Saziwa Jail Road, Kabai Soy Imphal East Lengsin Birau.
Natraga, aikhogi phone number 6909 390666 ta call to birau.
Welcome back, and in further news, Manipur police arrested 3 members of different proscribed groups who were allegedly involved in extortion activities during the last 24 hours. According to police, a cadre of KCP Noyon MFL identified as Manohar Mayum Kabichandra Sharma alias Rajo, aged 28 of Lamlai Mayalekai, was arrested yesterday from Nompok Sanjanbam Khulen under Lamlai police station in Imphal East district. Police also arrested a member of RPF PLA, namely Yumnam Prem Kumar alias Nongthang, aged 31 of Lamding Awanglekai in Imphal West district. He is said to have been involved in extorting money from members of local bodies and private schools. On the other hand, a member of Prepark Pro, identified as Kangabam Raju alias Purel, aged 42 of Sagulban Kangabam Lekai, was arrested by police from a location under Singzame police station on June 28th. Manipur University's official language cell organized one-day workshop on official language policy and its implementation at the university's court hall today. The workshop was attended by the university's Vice Chancellor Professor N. Lokendra, School of Human and Environmental Science Dean Professor S. Jibon Kumar, MU Finance Officer in Charge Professor M. Premjit, and Department of Hindi Professor Dr. C.H. Ingo. Addressing the workshop, VC N. Lokendra asserted that India's language, culture and lifestyle have been deeply influenced by British culture due to the country's prolonged colonial rule. He further noted that Hindi was recognized as an official language only after India gained independence. The Vice Chancellor also mentioned some important acts such as Raj Bhasha Act of 1963. Additionally, Professor Lokendra noted that since the university's transition to a central university, all proceedings and resolutions of Academic Council and Executive Council are now translated into Hindi. He also emphasized the importance of incorporating Hindi in all official functions of the university, which operates under the oversight of University Grants Commission.
After independence in 1949, the Constituent Assembly adopted Hindi as the Rajbhasha. And in 1963, राजभाषा एक्ट इसको पास किया हुआ है और इसके बाद धीरे धीरे भारत के पार्लियामेंट में और गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया के जो ऑफिस में काम करने में धीरे धीरे इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज को हिंदी के साथ काम करना शुरू किया था। इसी तरह हमारा मणिपुर विश्वविद्यालय में भी सेंट्रल यूनिवर्सिटी होने के बाद राजभाषा प्रकोष्ठ ये स्थापित हुआ था और पिछले करीब 15-20 साल में धीरे धीरे करके हिंदी राजभाषा प्रकोष्ठ के साथ हमारा यूनिवर्सिटी में इसका पॉपुलराइज करना शुरू किया।
Red Cross Society Jiribam branch today distributed 5 tarpaulins to the families taking refuge at the relief camp being opened at Harinagar in Jiribam. The items were provided to the IDPs to create temporary bathing spaces. Manipur ex-MLA's Welfare Association held a condolence meeting in Imphal to honor the demise of veteran politician and former minister B.D. Behring, who passed away on June 27th at the age of 74. In a press release, the association said that the late Behring was also recognized as a significant educationist and social reformer dedicated to the development of underprivileged communities, aside from his political career. They praised his relentless efforts to promote communal harmony and peaceful coexistence. During the condolence meeting, members of the association observed a 2-minute silence as a tribute to the departed soul. They also handed over a sum of 50,000 rupees to B.D. Behering's wife, Dr. C.H. Samurembi Chanu, from the association's fund. And in some sports news, Khelendro Memorial Trophy 2025 5-men-a-side football tournament concluded yesterday with Crime Makers Boys Ningthokong emerging as winners. In the final match of the tournament that was organized by Youth Development Association YDA Ningthokong under the sponsorship of NHPC Limited Loktak project, Crime Makers Boys Ningthokong defeated Aramba Unit 32 3-1 to lift the trophy. The winner received a memento along with cash prize of 40,000 rupees, while the runners-up received 30,000 rupees and as a cash prize. Bishnupur MLA Govindas Konthokjam, Moirang MLA Thongam Shanti, Angom Ningthau Angom Poiriton of Sanakonung Uttarashanglen, HOP of Loktak Project Manipur, Upendra Hajra, along with other eminent persons attended the closing ceremony. And that is all we have for now, but before we end, here are the headlines once again. Three, including a top Kuki commander, killed and a woman critically injured in suspected factional clash among Kuki armed groups at Mongjang village in Churchanpur district. Joint delegation comprising representatives of Kokomi, Amuko and Fox meets officials Ministry of Home Affairs in New Delhi today. And Maheshwar Thaunawazam questions whether Manipur conflict can ever be resolved if blame game between political parties continue instead of making efforts to bring a solution. And before we leave you, a gentle reminder, COVID-19 is around. Wear your masks, wash your hands frequently, maintain a safe distance and get vaccinated. Stay safe, stay responsible. Thank you for watching SKTV.